Hey there, keen traders. We had an exciting Fed announcement there, FOMC. I was not expecting any tapering. My common sense street knowledge was incorrect. I guess but they did throw us for a loop. They reduced the purchasing by what $10 billion, which gets down to 75 billion a month between assets and so forth. And but they did pretty much extend the language for keeping interest rates low. And during the press conference, Bernanke even stated that it could extend even past 2015. So that isn't interesting. So there was kind of and they also stressed on multiple occasions that every time they take off on the tapering, say they decrease it by 1 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion, 20 billion, it's not going to be once the process starts, it's every month this is going to happen. They're going to decrease it by a certain amount. It's going to be data dependent. But what it did sound like is that once they start the plan, they aren't going to have another month where they're going to add 5 and so forth, and see the jockeying back and forth in different locations. So what we have here is, I was hoping we had some great price action. Let's start off and just go through the majors one by one, and we'll get a look at what exactly we saw. And if we look at taking a look at some harmonics. If we look at, we'll start off with the Great Britain JPY, and it's interesting to see that you can see on this pair the cross has bounced from this point all the way from the bottom of its range all the way to the top of its range, which in hindsight seems like such a simple trade, but we had a move from 162.50 all the way up to the top, and we had instant reversal at 164.50. I wouldn't 164.60. I wouldn't put too much thought into this. The pair is just overextended at this point, and once we're still playing, we'll need a break of the range. But you can see that this is quite an impressive 4-hour, and I guess if we even go to the 1 hour, you'll be able to see it in more details. That we had basically indecision here with the FOMC announcement, and it looks like now we're drifting right about back to where we were before. So I'm sticking with my guns here. We need to see a break in the 164.50 or the 162.30 level to have me interested in jumping in either way. Now the Euro USD, now this pair is a little bit interesting. I was sitting here thinking about what to do, and while I was thinking about what to do, my trade kind of screwed on me. I was looking to go in right about 137.70 was my initial point, and now the pair has dropped back down. So now I'm going to play it even more safe here. Let's look back on the last 10 days in the Euro USD. And you can see that the pair on these 4-hour charts has basically been hovering in this range between 137 and let's say 138 during that time period. And so I'm going to look for a push just up to the top of the range around 137.90, and just look for a push back down, and hopefully we can get a break of the 137 level and put my stop right above this 138.30 level at 138.40. That's the plan I have on. The trade's in. That's in. And we'll see. The only way I would change this trade setup is if we get a break of this 137. Then we'll finally have a stacker trade back in play. I guess a stacker trade back in play. But basically, at this point, we're playing the harmonic play, where we have here the I believe it's been so long now. I believe we have the butterfly pattern that's still quite active. So there's a good chance that we get triggered on that. The pair has gone up and touched that 137.90 level 2 of the last 3 days. The Aussie USD, same thing. We're looking for a push back down still to this range at 137.56, 137.88. It looks like it's finding some support at 88.50, so we'll have to watch this very carefully. See if we get a price reversal here. But to get a price reversal, we'd probably need to definitely contradict this momentum lower. And if we do, there will be some nice technical setups here that we can jump into, looking for a pushback higher. New Zealand USD still sitting in this wedge. It really looked like we were going to get a break of it, but we didn't. And that's plain and simple. So right now, right here, we're still just waiting for a break either way. Now the yen. Now this is the pair that I'm sitting there thinking about, picking my own brain. and I'm not sure what to do. Well, I guess I am sure what to do. I'm not going to do anything because we have this technical setup here. Would like to go short, and I'd want to have to put my stop right about here at 103.86, and you can see that the pair has gone up and is testing that level now, and there is actually a one-on-one in play where the target would be the 103.90 level, so there's a good 103.92 to be more precise, and there's a good chance that gets hit. So what I'm going to do is watch this into Asian trading. If I figure out what I'm going to do, I'll definitely post the trade. We could have some nice interesting setups to jump into later today. Later today, and as of right now, I can see that the yen, the Aussies, and I'm pretty sure probably New Zealand is coming back under pressure, pushing lower, and the euro, disappointing. That's 50 pips right there. The euro is up. Is pushing lower with the digestion of the information, and I'm not really sure how this is going to play out, because basically we extended the language on keeping interest rates lower after interest rates lower, not hinging on the 6.5 employment number. So it would be interesting to see. We could, well, yeah, but if we get a break of that 103.7 we could see our chance to get in long. All right, so let's take a look at the price action in the JPY crosses. Well, we all know this. The Euro JPY is consolidating. Great Britain JPY obviously had a big bounce. The Euro JPY could have given a nice 50 pip pullback if we had played it perfectly on the. Let's do. If we had played it perfectly on the news, which you would have, I don't think anybody would have jumped in right at this level, but this level right here is a perfect 50 fib pullback from the, look at that, worked to perfection. 50 full pullback to 140, 145, and then you can see the quick reversal, 100 pips right there right away. But in high, I'm very doubtful that you would jump into that trade at that current level. After that spike lower on that 15-minute, so that's an interesting trade to look at, but there's not much to be said or done. Now let's look at the other layouts in the Aussie New Zealand and Great Britain New Zealand. The Great Britain New Zealand finally broke out of this channel today, and now the trend is for a push higher, and we'll look for any pullbacks in European trading to give us an opportunity to get into these pairs. We'll be looking for a 50 fib pullback, looking for a pushback higher. I mean, as of right now, I guess the 50 fib, that's quite a candle there. As of right now, the 50 fib would be right around the 198.35, and you know what, I'm going to extend this. I like to do it on these bigger moves. I'm going to look for a 6 to 8 fib pullback, so I'll be looking for a pullback towards the 97.90 level, and then for a broader move higher, and that'll probably get us right there, a little bit above that 2070 to the 201.30 level. So that's the play. That's the trade that I have in for this pair right now, and it's nice to be able to finally get some price action in New Zealand again. Just been watching that for so long. And in the Great Britain Oz, the trend is obviously higher. It's broken out of that consolidation range. Let's see. Same thing. We had quite a nice move there. We're going to be looking for a pullback. I like that 50 fib pullback right there. I like the way it also coincides with the up. It looks actually basically almost, this move is already, well, it hasn't already played. We're looking for a pullback to the 83.84, and then a solid pushback higher towards the target, the first target. That's a little bit unrealistic to look for a move all the way up to 86.35, but we'll watch it and see exactly how we're going to lay that out when the time comes. All right, so those are the 50 fib fullback trades we're going to be looking at. I'm going to obviously post those on the blog. I've been on the blog, on the site, and have the Euro USD trade in play. And that is it. Everybody have a good one. Interesting price action. We'll see what gets to transpire here over the next 24. See ya.